Justice Minister Mmamoloko Kubayi says she intends to oppose self-proclaimed prophet Shepherd Bushiri and his wife Mary's appeal against their extradition to South Africa. A Malawian court yesterday ruled the pair can be sent here to face charges. The Bushiris skipped the country in November 2020 after being granted bail by the Pretoria Magistrate's Court. Newzroom Afrika's Mnisi has that story.
The South African government is a step closer to bringing fugitives Shepherd and Mary Bushiri back to the country to face a number of criminal charges. But that may take a while, as the pair reportedly intends to appeal the extradition ruling made by a Malawian court.
It is through the Department of Justice that we've been able to make an application of extradition. So it's victory of work that we have done. We will follow the process, as we always argue, that we must allow the judicial process to be taken on. We've noted that the couple has applied for appeal. We don't think there are grounds. We don't think that they will be successful because the case that we have made is very strong. So we will, once that communication has been done, communicate through the channels. Obviously, it's Interpol working together with SAPS that they will have to bring here. And we're looking forward for our judicial system to kicking in and also being able to find justice to the victims.
In the statement released on Wednesday, the Justice Department said of 13 of the charges presented by the state, 10 were considered in court and deemed sufficient to warrant prosecution for both fugitives. But Bushiri, in a social media post, said 10 had fallen off and 3 remained, labelling this a remarkable victory.
The 10 cases that he has to face are in the South African courts. When you send through the request to extradite, you do indicate that these are the cases that he has to face, and what the court will have to look at is that is there a merit for you to extradite? So there are conditions of extradition in terms of that they would look at whether the person can face torture, the person can be killed, and all those things. So there's no such. So what we must look at, the basis of extradition have been met, and we are confident that those will bring him back are sufficient enough to bring him back. When he gets here back, he will have to argue with the South African court, because remember, he's on bail of certain charges. Those charges have not evaporated. Those charges remains. He and his lawyers, the family and his lawyers must go and argue. So there are separate cases or charges that his wife is facing. There are separate charges that he himself is facing.
The Attorney General in Malawi has welcomed the ruling, saying they remain neutral in this matter.
Against ruling by the court noted that they could not be sustainable. But it means that, therefore, that it's only those charges that have been sustained that are subject to the extradition that will form as a basis for prosecution if the prosecution proceeds in the Republic of South Africa.
Bushiri has reportedly made an application to have the extradition order stayed pending the finalization of the appeal. It is also said he has made a bail application, which will be heard by another court. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Mnisi in Johannesburg.